Blog Talk Radio.
All right, it's another week. We'll take on sports. I am the host, Will Walker. I go by the greatest sports guru ever. I just like to call myself that. It is what it is. But anyway, this is another week. Podcast, March the 10th, championship weekend review. Also, we're going to get into the NFL and all the off-season roster moves that happened. I predicted Le'Veon Bell would more than likely sign with the Jets. I was right, but I didn't get that on my own. Jets had a lot of money, and it seemed like Le'Veon Bell would be interested in money. And he got his money from the Steelers. I forgot how much the guaranteed money was. It was a lot. AB is with the Raiders. OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., is with the Cleveland Browns. So Baker Mayfield has two former LSU guys at wide receiver. They got a U guy at tight end. They got a U guy on third down. So the Cleveland Browns are trying to make a trend up to get towards the Super Bowl. There are some people who are delirious and thinking they'll get there. I do not think so. I will get into that later. But anyway, let me bring in my brother, Mike Walker. Mike, what is going on? Championship weekend. You lost twice to Duke. Your Tar Heels lost and your beloved Seminoles lost in the ACC championship to Duke. How you feeling about that, Mike Walker?
Hey, we there. We going dancing. So, the next loss is the one that's going to hurt. This loss, I'm still dancing. I still doing this.
Still dancing.
Still got my hips still moving.
Your hips still moving, but you better click your heels because it might be over. What is it? What's with Dorothy? Dorothy can click her heels and she might be done. She may not be going to Kansas. She may not be going any further. It may be over for the Seminoles. I'm surprised they were able to make that deep run, even beating Virginia in the semifinals. But anyway, Florida State was able to play in the ACC championship game, and they lost. Also, Kentucky was upset in the SEC title game. They gone. Tennessee got rid of them, and then Tennessee got drubbed. Got drubbed by 20 by Auburn. Your thoughts?
I actually thought Tennessee was going to win, had a chance to win it all, but with the coach and all that stuff, it may be starting to finally take a toll on those guys.
That's very true. Okay, as we are recording this podcast, there is the NCAA selection going on. We already found out who are the three number one seeds, and the ACC. First conference, I forgot in how long, we'll get three number one seeds, Mike. UNC in the Midwest. The Dukies will be in the East, and Virginia will be in the South. Go figure. Go figure. What you think?
Oh, well, like I say, when we're chatting off the air, I know that they had said all weekend that the ACC had a chance to get three, but it was going to come down to Kentucky and Tennessee. How well they done? What we're going to do? And
Kentucky's lost in the semifinals. Yeah, Kentucky's lost in the semifinals. Might drop them down to the second line, but they're I guess you can say they are basically ranked number 5, and I would say UNC would be considered the 4th best overall team, as they probably got that last number 1 seed, given that how close that loss was against Duke, and they had a final possession to win that ball game, but they didn't. Zion Williamson, let's get into him before we get into analyzing the entire tournament. Zion Williamson is something that we haven't seen. This guy's size and his athleticism. He's a man amongst boys in college basketball, Mike. That's just what it comes down to.
Yes. But I can say this, and I don't want to sound biased, but if they'd have called a couple more fouls on him that he committed yesterday, the game would have been a little bit closer. I mean, he's a monster. He's a monster. You can't take that from him. But
so
I
you're
think
basically saying you think the refs will end with the NCAA or the ACC to make sure Duke wins. Is that what you're basically saying right now?
I'm not saying that, but they're gonna make sure he stay in the game.
I don't blame him. He's the draw, baby. When you got the former president and all these stars, all this, making their way to Duke, the Cameron Indoor in that little small gym, and they all made their way for a regular season game. Zion Williamson is the draw. The TV people know it. The refs know it. The ACC know it. Hey, you gotta make sure he stays on the court. You see, Nike came down there and gave him a special shoe. after he tore up that shoe, they made their way to do him all the way from the Great Northwest. So hey, Zion Williamson he will be the most talked about person in sports over the next 3 weeks. As long as Duke is in the tournament, Zion Williamson will get all the heat, and then he will translate that into being the first number 1 pick overall. That is just how that's going to go. It's not even going to be up for debate.
Well,
right now, Zion Williamson is a Victoria's Secret model, and everybody wants to see her boobies. So that's what he is.
The other guy, what's the other guy for Duke?
R.J. Barrett.
The one that now he ain't bad either.
Yeah, but he doesn't draw. He's not flashy. He's a ball player. He's a steady, consistent ball player. And I'm going to go on the record and say he doesn't do anything well. He just does a lot of things good. I'm serious. I mean, that is what it is. He just does a lot of things good. I mean, but Zion Williamson is box office. That kid is box office, man. You can't help but like that kid. You can't help it.
Yeah, I just can't wait till the NBA draft to see who's gonna do what.
All right, as I'm clicking refresh to see who is actually, I'm looking at some of these matchups that are already through the selection committee. I see Michigan State after their win today, winning the Big Ten. They got a number 2 seed in the East, so they're in the same bracket as Duke. Maryland is in there. LSU season is going to be voided after they realize them improper payments that kid was given, but it doesn't matter as we are in the present time. They made the tournament.
He denied it. But didn't they claim he denied the money?
Yeah. Oh, he denied the money.
Yeah, you remember that? Unless I'm mistaken, I think that what the coach. They heard the coach said that he declined the money. If I'm not mistaken, but I heard it
anything.
Wrong.
No, I don't think you heard it wrong. I think it was reported wrong. Anything to keep a kid eligible. That's just what that comes down to. We need you to deny this story. Anyway, Gonzaga will be as I guess it was predicted, and Gonzaga will be number 1 in the West. Michigan draws the number 2 line. They will be going against Montana. I'm looking at some of these 8-9 matchups right now. It's pretty interesting. I'm surprised Villanova came in as a 6 seed. They are a 6 in the South. They got a chub against St. Mary's. St. Mary's went on to beat Gonzaga for the West Conference Championship. So that should be an interesting game between Villanova and St. Mary's. Virginia Tech, LSU. Virginia Tech had a strong season in the ACC. They're drawing on the 4 line. Going against LSU, and Louisville, another ACC team, made it. They're going against a big team in Minnesota. Auburn, the SEC champion, 5. Wow, 5. Auburn. They got New Mexico State in the first round. Wow, and with a possible second round matchup with Kansas. Kansas lost the Big 8 championship for the first time. They did not win it. I think it was in 14 tries. Kudos to Iowa State for pulling that off. They were able to win the Big 8. This is crazy how this goes, Mike. I don't see Florida State anywhere in this tournament so far. I don't see Florida State. Maybe they're coming. Maybe they're going to be out west. They're going to be in the West bracket. But there it is. Florida State just popped up. Florida State got a 4. The same seeding they had in the ACC. they get in the big dance. They are number 4, which means they would have a possible second-round matchup between Marquette and Jay Morant, who is probably he's going to be the second most talked about player as this team keeps going. Murray State keeps going forward. He's going to be right behind Zion Williamson. Interesting matchup for Florida State in a possible matchup with Jay Morant or Marquette. Marquette's a dogged team, but a real, I guess you could say, blue-collar team. So the NCAA selection show is going on, and right now they just completed all of the brackets minus the actual games that are going to be played on Tuesday for the play-in matchups, and they call that the first 4. NCCU, North Carolina and North Dakota State will play in a 16-16 matchup. Belmont will play Temple. ASU will play St. John's, and I guess this is Prairie View and Fairleigh Dickinson. They will also play in the first game, the first 4 matchup. Anyway, for the NCAA to make more money. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So where did they put Florida State?
Florida State will be in the West bracket with a number 4 seed. They will be in the West, my friend. Syracuse came in at a number 8. They will possibly get a second-round matchup with Gonzaga if they beat Baylor. So Syracuse, who really had a strong season in the ACC despite the tragic accident that happened with Coach Jim Boeheim, his team is in the big dance. Let's see. Syracuse squeaked in a couple of years ago, but they got to the Sweet 16. Maybe they can duplicate that this year. I'm not really sure. But they got a good team. Syracuse is long, man. That zone is ridiculous, but
yes,
we'll find out.
Yes.
Right now, Mike, looking at the tournament, I know you got bias towards Carolina. Is anybody beating Duke? Let's just go ahead and just put this out, because I think Zion Williamson, like I said, is the most dominant player in college basketball. He proved to be a huge difference in that tournament, made a big-time difference for Duke. Can anybody stop the Dukies? I know teams can get hot. It's just a one-time shot, but can anybody look? Can we really say they will go in that game not favorites, the Dukies?
Yeah, listen. There's one thing that hurts Duke every year, that they get knocked out of the tournament. If they find a team that can knock down threes, and for some reason they get where they can't shoot threes. That's what always put them out. They play good, but somebody's playing just enough defense to stop them from making threes, and they come up short.
I concur. I don't have any argument for that. You're right, but that's good. That could be said about any upset that was made. It was done last year to Virginia when they lost. They were the first number 1 seed to lose to a 16 seed. So a 16 seed. So that can happen to any team, but I think Duke is the overwhelming favorite. And like I said, Zion Williamson and then Jay Morant are going to be the 2 stars of this tournament. And Gonzaga, everybody wants to see if Gonzaga can finally do it, because they did beat Duke earlier in the Maui Invitational. Both teams were at full strength, and Gonzaga the Gonzaga Bulldogs. They beat Duke, so it's going to be an interesting tournament. I think the NCAA tournament, Mike, is the best sporting event in America. Not because of the quality of play, just because of the interest that it draws. There are going to be so many people with office pools and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's exciting though. You sometimes you get a Cinderella get hot at the right time, and they ride that magic carpet as far as it'll take it. Sometimes they take them to the championship game. So that's what makes it so good, because you can take a Cinderella and mess around and win a couple of games, and they're right there smiling with the big boys.
Yeah, they usually are, but a lot of times with Cinderella, it does strike 12, and the horse becomes mice again, and that courage goes back, that carriage goes back to being a pumpkin, and Cinderella go back to being rags. I'm just saying.
It's exciting to see that pumpkin for a while, that carrot that's not a pumpkin. That's what I like. See, like football, you're not gonna give a football
don't have a real playoff. They don't have a real playoff. Football doesn't have a real playoff, so that don't compare college. Well, college football anyway don't have a real playoff. That bull crap they come up with. Don't get me started.
Division One football don't have a playoff.
Well, all the other levels do, so that's enough.
Yeah.
Maybe Division Two guys should become presidents at Division One schools, and maybe that's when we'll get a real 18 playoff. That's just my thoughts. But anyway, before we get into the NFL, let me go ahead and give this out real quick. Again, we'll take on Sports Bracket Challenge, Bracket Madness. I am calling it. Again, we're going to do it by weekend. We're not going to do it for the whole tournament. I'm going to post some on Instagram, Twitter, and also on Facebook. I want you to join this challenge. Again, if you win the weekend, you will get a $25 gift card for this weekend for rounds 1 and 2. And then we will reset and do it again, rounds Sweet 16, Elite 8, you will get a $25 gift card. And then for the Final Four in the championship game, whoever wins the most games or is the most correct will get another $25 gift card. Look for those things to be posted in the very near future within the next 2 days. I know before we get to the games that start on Thursday, we will do it. And as usual, he comes in right on time. Mr. Zach Flournoy, he has arrived. And before we get to the NFL, we have got to get his thoughts of what he thinks about championship weekend and his preview of the NCAA tournament. Zach, what's up, man? And I appreciate you joining us. I really do.
Oh, man, I apologize for the tardiness, boy. I do. Now, my view.
Mike, we're going to find him. Mike, we're going to find him. We're going to find him.
With Zion back, Duke is looking unstoppable. But
that's the same thing I said.
Hey, with my belief, though, a proper team, a team that's hitting their 3-pointers can beat them. They're gonna win.
That's what Mike just said.
He's unstoppable. Okay.
That's what Mike just said. Mike just said you just came in and echoed everything Mike said and I said. I just said Duke is overwhelming favorite, but you said what Mike said, that they can be stopped. Because I said who can stop them? Mike said a team that hits 3-pointers, and you just came in and said the same exact thing. So and then I just gave out the information for the. Yeah, I just gave out the We'll Take on Sports Bracket Madness Challenge that we're going to do. Tell your friends. I'm going to set this up to where we're going to do it weekend by weekend. If you pick the most games, you get a $25 gift card. I am so serious. We're going to do that on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, whatever we can, however way we can get it out and get people to join. I got to switch over to the NFL. Big moves, big things happening. First, let me get into my little soapbox rant about the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins absolutely are freaking tanking to get Tua. I don't care what Dolphin fan you are out there and you think I'm out of my mind. You've lost your damn mind because the Dolphins are tanking to get Tua. They just signed Fitzpatrick. They wouldn't give Teddy Bridgewater the money he wanted, and I don't think Teddy Bridgewater would have taken it anyway because he looked at who they signed on the offensive line and said, I'm just going to be a sacrificial lamb for a year until they get Tua. And that's what 50 is going to be, a Fitzpatrick or whoever else they got on that roster to play quarterback. This is going to be an abysmal year for the Dolphins. I cannot see the Dolphins winning more than 4 games with the way the roster is constructed now. This is before the draft. Jack, Dolphin fan, what do you think?
I hate to say it, man. I'm with you. They purposely are tanking. But now here's the thing. I hate it because I believe you should try to win every game. But they're smart. They went and got a scrub quarterback, so you can't say we're not trying to win. We're going to definitely try to win with the worst quarterback in the, one of the worst quarterback there is. So, give it our all. They even re-signed Devontae Parker, but you're right. Teddy Bridgewater's no dummy. I wouldn't do it either. Are you kidding me? Let me go sit behind Drew Brees. I'll be all right. Have all my bones and CTE not intact yet. I don't want CTE kicking in.
I'm with him. Teddy said home is not where the heart is when you got a sorry-ass offensive line. So I'm with Teddy Bridgewater all day, every day.
At the same time, let's get into it. Teddy Bridgewater $16 million either. Come on. He wanted $16 million.
I wouldn't either. I totally agree. But I don't think Teddy Bridgewater would have played with the Dolphins for $30 million guaranteed. I mean, I'm just so serious because that offensive line they re-signed. I mean, somebody posted a picture. They re-signed a guy, and a guy appropriately said, yeah, and 2 seconds later after this picture, Ryan Tannehill was sacked. Speaking of Ryan Tannehill, wide receiver number 17, I can call him by his name because he does not play for the Miami Dolphins no more. I will not call him wide receiver 17 no more because he is the hell up out of Miami. Thank you, hallelujah, praise the Lord, amen. He is gone. Gase is gone. Ryan Tannehill is gone. Now I need Chris Greer and Stephen Ross to join suit. and then my rooting interest for my Dolphins will be there. But anyway, Mike, that boy, Le'Veon Bell, New York Jets, some people are saying that the New York Jets will someday eventually overtake the New England Patriots. I don't care none of that crap because I think Sam Darnold is a bust. I don't care about Le'Veon Bell signing there. I don't care about Ryan Anderson being the wide receiver. I don't care about Adam Gase being the coach. And he, in his first year with the Dolphins, he went to the playoffs. And then Charles Nagy and whoever else was that first-year coach last year, they went to the playoffs. I don't care about none of that. The Jets are going to stink, and Le'Veon Bell will find out why it is good to play with a franchise quarterback, just like AB will find out with the Raiders. Now, Mike, go. I got that off my chest.
Well, I think the receiver at Allen, at the Raiders, wherever they're gonna be playing at, LA was with the gambling mecca of the world. Yeah, don't be surprised if we do well over there.
Who?
Trust me. Because they may not have a franchise quarterback, but they don't have a bum. I don't think he's at the bottom of the barrel at the quarterback. I think he's in the mid range quarterback, an average quarterback. If he can, if their offensive line, the Raiders.
You saying Derek Carr is not a bum? You saying Derek Carr is not a bum?
No, he's not.
I agree with him. I don't think Derek Carr's a bum.
He was hurt last year. Now you got to remember he was hurt last year. Now his first year he did good, but he was. I mean, I'm like I said, he's not no superstar. He's not on the top shelf, but he damn sure ain't up the bottom. He's on the middle shelf. So
true.
Oh, okay.
I think
Zach, I hear you with the amen corner. So you go ahead and go. I'll go last. Go ahead. Zach.
No. I don't think Derek Carr's a bum. Now I don't see AB getting a number. Well, you know what? I take that back. I do see AB getting a number. You know what? He's the number one option. So I take. You know what? Let me take it back again because when you can take away the number one option, this is the NFL. I could double triple team you and make Derek Carr go away. Okay, but he should be the main target. When you're the main target, the ball's going to come your way. But Derek Carr isn't a bum. And come on now, he might.
Derek Carr isn't a bum, and
but he's not.
Mike said he ain't on the top shelf, but he damn sure ain't on the bottom shelf. That's what Mike said.
Right.
Well, in my eyes, he's on the floor.
Why?
Because he's garbage. Derek Carr is garbage to me. I just don't see. I'm trying to tell you, Antonio Brown is going to see the difference between a franchise quarterback and a quarterback who is inconsistent. Yeah, Derek. Okay, let's put it this way. Let me name some quarterbacks who we made that I think is better than Derek Carr. Is Marcus Mariota better than Derek Carr?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
I don't think so.
No. Okay, you say no. You say no. Okay, I'm going with you. I'm going to go strictly with young guys. Is Baker Mayfield better than Derek Carr?
That's the Baker only been there 1 year. Okay, Baker's only been there.
No, I'm going with young quarterbacks. Just based on what you've seen just last year, is Baker Mayfield better than Derek Carr?
No, they're the same. They're on the same. I say they're
on the same level. They're on the same level.
They're on the same level, Derek.
Yeah,
right. But Baker don't have any. Baker's just starting to get weapons.
Oh, okay. Okay, so is Jimmy Garoppolo better than Derek Carr?
No.
Hell, he hurt. He stayed. You don't know because he.
No, he was hurt for the season last year. He got hurt like in game 4 or 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's hard to say.
Okay, Mike, this is gonna hit you real good. Now I'm really interested in. I'm getting ready to say, is Dak Prescott better than Derek Carr? No, I can't ask you that question. I'm asking you that question. Is Dak Prescott better than Derek Carr?
Hell no. Hell no.
And I was hoping you was going to say it because let's ask Amari Cooper. And let's not ask Amari Cooper. Let's ask Amari Cooper's numbers because numbers don't lie. Right. People do. So basically, Amari Cooper's number said, you know what? With Dak Prescott, he's a lot better. With Derek Carr, he's not so good.
But let's throw it. It's a big component that you can throw in there that can make it a whole
I don't want to hear nothing
lot
about the running
different.
back in the offense line. I don't want to hear nothing about the running back in the offense line.
Why not? That makes a big difference. That makes a big. Come on now, Will. You know that. No O-line, no quarterback. I don't care who you have at quarterback.
Okay. Wait.
You cannot get that.
You guys want to do that? Y'all want to do that? Okay, would Derek Carr be a better fit for the Cowboys than Zach Prescott? Let's do that one then. Since we want to say that his offensive line is garbage.
I think so. Sorry, Mike. I think so.
Me too.
I'm sorry.
I'm not one of those people that that's high on Prescott. I'm sorry.
And you hire on Derek Carr? You hire on Derek Carr?
I'm almost higher on anybody than that boy. That boy sucks to me. I'm gonna tell you like this. Okay, no, you're entitled to your opinion. I just think Derek Carr is just like the pretty girl in high school. She ain't pretty no more. She been married 3 times and got 5 children. Now her body out of whack. She ain't pretty no more. That's what Derek Carr is to me. He was good at one time. He ain't good no more. He's the pretty girl from high school whose body's out of whack now. I'm sorry. That's the way I look at Derek Carr. I'm sorry. And Zach Prescott was an ugly duckling in high school. Now everybody wants her as she's going to the gym and toned up. I'm just saying. That's Zach Prescott to me. I'm just saying. All right, but anyway, what about Le'Veon Bell with the Jets? I want to hear. Oh no, let's go OBJ to the Browns. I got it. I've been waiting to hear y'all's response to this one. OBJ to the Browns to play with Jarvis Landry, so the LSU boys are back together with Baker Mayfield at quarterback, with Nick Chubb, the former Georgia product, at running back, and Duke coming in on third down, and David Njoku at tight end. Do the Browns have the best offense in the AFC North now with that collection of talent?
It sure seems like it.
Well, if they got the talent, I ain't gonna say it's the best because it hadn't been proven in working together yet. But it's better than Imran stock. It's rising.
So do the Browns make the playoffs, Mike? Do the Browns make the playoffs?
Yes.
What? Oh, okay, my bad. Jack, do the Browns make the playoffs?
Let me ask.
Do the Browns make the playoffs? I say they. No, not yet. Not yet. I say they win 10 games, 10, 11 games. Well, let me ask 10 games might get them in. So yes.
Let me ask this question. Now, their defense was decent the whole time. Do you agree?
Yeah, they had a decent defense. You're right.
Their defense was decent. So if they could have scored some points along the way, they probably could have won. So this coming up season here, they got a little they got bullets in their gun this year. If their bullets can hit somebody, instead of just being in the gun, they're gonna make the playoffs.
Over Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Because that's a top dog in their division.
They always get Pittsburgh a run though. They play Pittsburgh hard, so you can't. Pittsburgh didn't blow them out.
Pittsburgh don't lost their wad, man. Pittsburgh don't lost their wad. Trust me.
Oh, you ain't got no faith in Schuster?
No. As Zach was saying, hey, no. When the receiver that left made him look good, just like you remember the other kid that was there that was raising all that saying about, and AB was making him look good. And let's
go to Baltimore. What do you think about Lamar Jackson? Him of all the stupid things that you could do, post a goddamn he's speeding on Instagram. What's wrong with these people with posting things on Instagram? But anyway, what about Lamar Jackson?
I think he was high or something because anybody with common sense and you try to be the face of the franchise, you don't do no shit like that.
Right.
Oh, and we forgot about Kareem Hunt. He's only got an 8-game suspension, guys. I forgot to get in that real quick.
That's right.
Kareem Hunt got an 8-game suspension.
I want to bring that up. I love it. That's right. I love it. 8 games only. That's cool. I can deal with that. I can deal with that.
8 games, and they got video. They got video on Ray Rice, and they banned him out the league. They got video on Kareem Hunt. He can still play. He gets 8 games. Anybody see this? But I'm just saying, and Kareem Hunt didn't.
He didn't.
And Kareem Hunt didn't.
The girl didn't. The girl head didn't bounce off the side of the elevator. But that's the difference.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
I know. I wasn't trying to be funny, but seriously, I think that's part of the situation.
Wow. That's because we lost Zach as soon as the show ended properly. It ended properly at 30 minutes. But anyway, Zach, Mike, that is a good point. That is a good point. But anyway, Kareem Hunt got 8 games. He is younger, and he is more of a, I guess you can say, possibility to help a team where Ray Rice can help somebody because he was already on a decline. So, hey, maybe that may have had something to do with it. I'm not saying that NFL owners are hypocritical. No, I would never say that. But anyway, but Kareem Hunt will be back after 8 games, so the Browns will be a legitimate offense. Will they be as good as Kansas City? I don't think so. What you think, Mike? As good as Kansas City with Kareem Hunt?
No. So Kansas City's quarterback is different than making there.
There he is, Mr. Pat Mahomes, Mr. NFL MVP himself, 50 touchdowns. All right, anyways, want to say to everyone, thank you so much for following this show on Instagram and Twitter at WWS Sports Show. Thank you so much for your support. Again, go on the Facebook page and like the show. If you like the show, you will get all the information. And plus, in this week, it would help you be able to submit your form for the Will's Take on Sports Bracket Madness Challenge. Again, go on Facebook. It's Will's Take on Sports. I will post that information up there, show you how to submit your brackets by the weekend, starting with this weekend for the first and second round games or the second and third round games, whatever they call it. Anyway, and whoever wins, again, will receive a $25 gift card from Will's Take on Sports. Thank you guys so much. I want to thank Mike and Zach for their time. Mike, before I get out of here, you got anything you want to say?
Pray for somebody because it does work.
I'm trying to tell you, say a prayer. Say a prayer for somebody because prayer changes things. We'll holler. See y'all next week. Thank you very much.